Here we go. That's it. That's it. You got nothing today. You got nothing.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. He'll look to throw, and his throw's going to be incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. First carry now for David Montgomery. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Completes it to Miller. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And he's got this down to the 35. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears.
And the Bears first down.
First down, he'll drop to throw it. Got a man open, it's Ross. Touchdown, Chicago! In for the score, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. This is a crew, they've come out flat their last 2 games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because, you know, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you you've gone somewhere, but you're really out here in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, though. You know, get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right. On first down, Martinez. Trying to get it to Ebron, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Oh, able to avoid him. Open man here is Conklin. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. On 2nd down, Montgomery. And he'll take this one down to the 36.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
They'll drop the throw, and that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And good hustle here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. On first down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be second down. Martinez now to throw on second down. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle, and they go down on the spot.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Now, they told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense, because the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
And the drive starts with a completion left side. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down.
Brings up second and 5.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Second and 5. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete. Devin Bush, the linebacker, was the one there in pass coverage. I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but maybe circle this play, because if they get the stop and hold them to a field goal here, that's a pretty good job. They're already down on the scoreboard.
A stop now would be vital for them, because it could save them from having to do it multiple times later in the game in order to either get back into it or maybe have a chance to win.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Back to throw. Martinez. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Leads to second and 10 at the 35.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. On second down now, it's Connor. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now Martinez off the play fake, sliding out of the pocket. He can run for it, and he will. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down.
I like his effort there. He got it done on his own, but let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs, because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the first down. The Steelers send out their punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. No return, but it goes down as just a punt of 31 yards. And the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to something else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Check right. Switch ball. Yeah, let's get that ball, man. Let's get that ball. Go. Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike.
2nd and 4. Flushed out right. And now he's going to use it. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Cut. Mike, 55. Check 55. Mike.
Now Montgomery, he's got it on the draw. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to see me. 22, check. Check 22. Check. He's checking. Crash. Go. Echo.
2nd and 2. And this is incomplete.
The second down pass. Thrown to the sideline and incomplete. It's 3rd down and 2 yards to go.
The Bears on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And some room to work. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And he's going to take this all the way down to the Steelers' 27-yard line. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. On play action, they'll throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
They'll set up a throw. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. A 20-yard touchdown as the Bears push further out in front. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Bears 14, Steelers 0.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Ready. 15 lining. Let's go.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh first. First down, a run with Cohen. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. A first opportunity for the Steelers in the red zone. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. Looking to throw. Martinez. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
Well, it looked like a quick hitter, a 3-step drop, but when it's not there, what do? He elects to try and escape through the massive bodies up the middle, and he does so and picks up positive yardage.
And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. They'll try to run for it with Cohen. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Boswell's kick is good. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked on since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
Let's go. Let's do it.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, this fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go. First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But this is going to do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. On third down, it's Connor. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first. Obviously an important run to avoid the 3-and-out on your own side of the field.
Shows a lot of faith in that offensive unit, doesn't it? That you want to run the ball in that situation. Pick up the first down. Also helps out your defensive guys a little bit, too. Allows them to get at least one more series of downs in order to get some rest.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Down the numbers. There he goes. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. It's their quarterback with touchdown number 8 on the year as his guys are back within a single score.
Brandon, you and I have called a lot of college football in our day, but on Sundays here in the NFL, doesn't it look a lot like what we used to see on Saturdays when we called those games?
Yeah, option plays just like we saw, and that was a long touchdown on the option. What you taught me, though, defensively, you get your eyes in the wrong place on a play like that, you're in trouble.
What's the term that's in vogue in the NFL? Eye violations. The offense wants you to put your eyes in the wrong spot so that they can appear in others.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. A good pickup there, 21 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
56. Mike, 56 right there, 56. Run. Mike, 56. Mike, 56. Here we go, D. Move. Mike's 56.
Back to throw. Open man is Ross, complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A good pickup, 17 yards and a Bear first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And the play goes nowhere, losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 39-yard line.
On the double. 56. Check, 56. Who that? Zip this. Check the call. 56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56. All that, man.
And a loose football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And now nothing but green ahead of him. 30, 10, 5. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Extra point now by Boswell. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They had that lead, looked pretty comfortable in the first half, maybe got a little bit overconfident because that's gone now.
Almost takes us back to being kids, doesn't it? Because I know at some point your dad did the exact same thing mine did.
Okay.
It's okay to be confident, son, but overconfident, that's not a good thing. And that's maybe what we saw here. They thought they had this thing in hand. had full control, and guess what? They've got to find a way to get back to where they were before.
You think Papa Davis and Papa Gordon would get along?
I think they'd get along just fine, and you know something? They'd still be giving us advice.
Absolutely. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15. This quarterback now 12 of 16 thus far. It's 1st and 10. A give to Montgomery out of the gun. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw down that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's picked by the linebacker, T.J. Watt. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
A big chunk of yardage there. .37 yards.
The Steelers, first down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Here's Martinez. From the gun, he'll throw. That is caught by Cohen. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
That is caught at the 7-yard line. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. On 2nd down, Connor looking for space, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
Let's go,
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. It's their quarterback. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken at his 4. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Let's go
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Second and 10. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 1st down for the Bears, a gain of 15. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Pretty good results here on the 1st down run as he takes us forward for about 6. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Steelers' 42-yard line.
He'll drop to throw. He finds Ross right side. It's complete. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. But correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. From the gun, it's a give to Montgomery. And maybe shades in the steel curtain here as the Steeler defense drops him behind the line again. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. And the throw there going to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And that one, just an absolute killer. A chance to get this back within 1 score.
All hope not gone yet. But at the same time, you're exactly right. They needed to get back within 1 score and have a motivated defense take the field in order to get it back for them for one last big drive.
To throw is Martinez. Throwing to start the drive. Akeem Hicks picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Strip that ball. And 58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic. Bravo. Let's see what you got. 58 is the mic. 58. 58 is the mic. Hey, I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
2nd and long. And he slings one that's incomplete. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play.
Watch the flood. Watch the flood. Watch the flood. Ready, go.
Martinez throwing on 3rd and long. It's caught inside the 25. They chop that one up as a gain of 34 on 3rd down.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. He's got the first down inside the 10. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. And between the last two plays, they've moved it over half the length of the football field. I'm assuming they're keeping this football on the ground, right?
I would think so, because you're looking at the clock. That's in your favor. You look at the geography of the field, right, where you are. That's in your favor as well. Keep it on the ground. Keep pounding. Run that clock down. You got everything working in your direction.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Akeem Hicks able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
Hey, watch the slant. 58 to Mike, 58. Ready, go!
Martinez now, operating from the gun. Open man, completes it to Smith-Schuster. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. And they're going to go for this thing. They're not going to leave anything to chance. They're going to roll the dice on 4th and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. It's their quarterback, keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Boswell good with the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be fielded at the 6. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Eluding the pressure right. And a throw right sideline is complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 23 yards the pickup there. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw here. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to let it fly. And this is dropped it incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone as time has run out on this ball game. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for Pittsburgh, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Bears, they can't quite seem to turn things around as they fall into 2-4 now on the year. And now they'll head to the bye week as they'll be back in action in Week 8.
It's the young, incredible.